This is a pelvic ultrasound of a 22 years old married female referred for the complaint of primary infertility, and we can see that there is an inhomogeneous mass seen relating to the posterior wall of the myometrium. Now this is the cervix. This is the cervix, urinary bladder. Going to magnify. This is the anterior segment of the uterus. This is the endometrial canal, and this is the fibroid that measures approximately 7 into 5 centimeters, is in the posterior wall of the uterus, has inhomogeneous appearance with multiple solid echogenic areas separated by hypoechoic lines, and you see that this is the endometrial canal. This is the endometrial canal, and it is in the early proliferative phase. And if you see the uterus as such, the uterus measures 10.8 to 6.9 centimeters. Now this anterior posterior diameter is in line, should not exceed more than 5. It's because of this fibroid extending from the fundal region into the posterior uterine wall. This is the uterus, and if you concentrate on the uterus is elevated. This is the anterior wall, this is the anterior, this is the part of the posterior wall, and this central area is the endometrial canal, this one. This is the cervix, this is the urinary bladder, and you can see that because of the posterior uterine wall, large fibroid, the uterus is elevated, as is the endometrial canal, and this is the cause of her primary infertility, that is a fibroid in the posterior uterine wall extending into the fundus region. This is the fundal region, this area, this is the fundal region. This is the anterior myometrium. Now this fibroid is elevating the uterus upwards. This was the longitudinal section, and this is the transverse section. Longitudinal, and this is the transverse section, in which again you can see that the fibroid is elevating the uterus. This is the endometrial canal. This is the anterior myometrium, and this is the fibroid in transverse section. In the posterior wall of the uterus. It's a large fibroid, whirly appearance, inhomogeneous rather. And this is, you see, it extends into the fundal region. This is the fundal region, this area, and here is the uterus. This area is the uterus that is elevated, and this is the endometrial canal. This thin line is the endometrial canal. So this is a case of large uterine fibroid elevating the uterus anteriorly. Thank you very much.